My fellow Africans, it is the time to tell our own stories, our truth, the side of the story. No one else can tell Africa's stories but Africans. No one else can defend Africa but Africans. No one else can support or change Africa but Africans. This is our home, this is our Eden, this is our pride, and this is our heritage, Africa Motherland. Today, I officially and publicly announce Swahili Nation as an African media. Swahili Nation sets an agenda by Africans, about Africans, for the Africans. This is your family, this is your home, and this is your media, African media. For a long time, our stories, our crises and things that we are going through have been told by other medias from other continents, like Western media, Eastern media, and people, they pay attention to it, but it's not always truth. They have their own mission, they have their own goals to achieve. And remember, mind you, this is American media, or this is British media. It's not African. So yes, they can tell our stories, but they're not going to tell our story like the way we do. Because this is our passion. This is who we are. We are Africans. And we're going to talk about Africa. And we're going to share our story about Africa. And we're going to build Africa with our own hands. We're going to build Africa with our media. We're going to build Africa with our own money, with our own creativity, and with our own ability. No one else is going to be there to save Africa, but Africans ourselves. Therefore, we must believe in ourselves. We must stand up confidently and know that we are not lesser than anybody else, no better than anyone else. We are all created uniquely. We have ability given by God to do things in a different level. But the color of your skin, your language, your religion, your tribe should not be the reason for you to feel lesser than anyone else. Should not be the reason for you to feel like you don't matter. You matter, and your voice matter. And it's the time for African media like Swahili Nation to raise our voices. It doesn't matter whether you're professional. It doesn't matter whether you've never been on television before, you've never been on media before, but this is the place where you're going to have opportunity to come to share your idea, to come to raise your voice about things that matters a lot to you. My fellow Africans, it's a time for us to stop fighting with one another. It's a time for us to stop hating on one another. Mind that your brother and sister are not just those that were born from the same family with you, but also those who don't speak like you, worship like you, look like you, smell like you. They are also your brothers and sisters. If your neighbor is not at peace, you're never going to be at peace. My fellow Africans, I urge you, everybody out there, lay down your weapon. Lay down your weapon. Find peace with someone. Find love with someone. Let's be united, because we are never going to conquer. We are never going to have a future. We are never going to have a brighter tomorrow if we are not united. Africa is blessed with so many resources. And the 60% of Africa's population are youth under 25 years. Man, that's the potential. And it's a time for Africa to wake up. The time is now to come together. The time is now to lay down our weapons and knowing that that's your brother and he's not your enemy. Yes, there's a lot of mistakes have been done in the past, but it's the time to look towards the future. It's the time to build a new Africa, a one Africa, Africa that is united, Africa that is determined, Africa that is confident, Africa that is so rich with everything. We have everything you could ever mention. It's here in Africa. Very smart people, kind people, beautiful culture. It's a time, man. It's a time It's a time to join One Africa movement. It's a time to be one. It's a time to know that, you know what, we cannot conquer this war if we are not united. Nobody should ever beg for their lives. I've seen videos of people begging for their lives to another human being. This life that we have, it's a gift from God, and we cannot waste. No one has a right to take somebody else's life. Lay down your weapon and let's cherish our life. Let's remember that our differences, our diversity is our blessing. Let's not make it look like a curse. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's learn how to love one another. Let's learn how to want peace with one another. Let's be united. That is very important. That's the first thing to do. Because if we're not united, we're going to keep having civil wars. And our government, our budgets, they will always focus on that. And they're not going to focus on the development of our continent. Guys, lastly, don't pay attention to what Western media say about Africa. Let's speak and let's spread a word and let's spread awareness about Africa. Let's tell our own stories. And that's why I'm asking you, my fellow Africans, to join Swahili Nation, African media, to tell you a story. Tell Africa's story. It's beautiful. And you know what? When we raise our voice together, the world will listen. We'll surely listen because we are united, because we love one another, because we want peace with one another. Because instead of going on a war and fight with your neighbor, we're going to lay down weapon and we're going to have conversation and we're going to have compromising and we're going to have all those sort of things. Because war, it can never be an option in our society. We should put to an end. We should stop fighting with one another. If God is on our side, no one can ever be against us. God is with Africa. Therefore, Africa shall prevail in unity. Africa shall prevail. And we're going to build this Africa with our own media. We're going to build this Africa with our own hands, not with blood, because we're not going to shed blood any longer. We can't afford to fight and to kill one another. Africa is a peaceful continent. What is happening in Ethiopia, it's beautiful seeing thousands and millions of people coming together, marching together, and wanting peace and wanting unity for their countries. And that is what is happening across Africa. I want to remind you guys that we are on the right direction. The right direction of reconciliation. The right direction of peace. The right direction of unity. Let's do it now because we don't have time. I love Africa. I hope you do too. Don't forget to love one another. Spread peace wherever you are. And keep that bond of unity going on. The work has begun now. God bless Africa.